Okay. Okay. I'll go from the beginning.
Her for life just because she is married, as if that is the sole qualifier. Hello.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Tanika. My channel focuses on fashion, travel, and beauty. And today we are going to be yapping, okay? Because that is what I do best. And this is Closet Confessions, where I just come and talk about something that's on my mind today or this week. And let me tell y'all, I am so annoyed. I am so annoyed right now. I was like, you know what? Go in the closet and turn the camera on right now. Why do y'all ask married people for advice as if they are experts? No, I'm serious. So I had a friend that just came and told me that she asked a married woman for some advice on her situationship that she's navigating. And I'm like, why would you ask her that? It just doesn't make any sense. First of all, you could have came to me because you know I'm going to keep it real. But why would you ask her specifically that? And this person is not my friend, but she is the friend of my friend. But it's like, girl, you know that her life is not the kind of life that you want. And she's like, yeah, but she's married. And so what? That doesn't qualify her to give quality relationship advice. In order to give quality relationship advice, first of all, first and foremost, you need to be in a quality relationship. Just because you are married doesn't mean that you're in a quality relationship. By societal standards, people just like put marriage on a pedestal as if somebody has won something, and then they demonize and villainize singleness as if it is a societal failure, especially when it comes to women. And I just hate, it just grinds my gears when single women like are a part of that fiasco. Like, why are you a part of the fiasco? Why are you conferring with this woman and you know this man is cheating on her? You know that she is in a financial strain in this relationship. I mean, some of it is societal and systemic, right? And some of it is global, the financial parts, right? But like, you know what she's going through in her relationship. So why would you then ask her as if she's going to give you some sage advice? She has not been able to reflect in any quality way about all the shortcomings in her own marriage. And then what really pisses me off about this situation is my friend is just like, well, but at the end of the day, she's married and I want to be married. Girl, it's people that's walking around with cars and I might want a car, but I'm going to vet that person before I ask them how they got that car. They could be renting that car from Enterprise or Hertz. They could be leasing that car. They could have saved up money for 20 years or something that I don't want to do just to get that car. They could have sold their house to get that car. That could literally not be their car. They could be sharing that car. Like, there's just so many things about this situation that you need to vet. Being married alone does not qualify you to give relationship advice that is quality advice. It does not. And what really pisses me off is this person is the type of person that when they were married for like 5 months, 6 months, first of all, when they were engaged, they started doing a series on how to get engaged and how to find a man. And, you know, it's just like, how to find a man? You can literally walk out. I'm going to tell you how to find a man. You want to know how to find a man? Walk out your door, look left and right, and the first man that comes upon you, bam, I want you to seduce him. You probably don't even have to do that. All you have to do is say hello or hi. I guarantee you can get a man. People are not asking how to get any man. People know how to get any man. People know how to get the man that you are married to. There are people that said no to that man because a lot of women who are single it is not because they are just like undesirable and they're throwaways. That is not the case. It is because, first of all, there are not enough high quality men out here. And I hate using that phrase because it's such a phrase of the internet and so polarizing. Right? Because there are people who don't necessarily have high paying jobs because of systemic poverty and challenges. That doesn't make them low quality. But we are not going to sit here and act like there are not specifically Black women who are highly educated, who have a lot going on for themselves, who were socialized to be highly educated, to be responsible, to have all of these qualities of like, you know, a productive member of society, you know, active in our civil duties around voting, active in our communities, taking care of the world around us, oftentimes at the detriment of ourselves. And then when it's time to look for a partner, right, we know that there are systemic reasons, honey. We know that there are over 1 million Black men who are incarcerated. We're not going to sit here and act like we don't know that there are systems in place. But these women are not looking to just find a man.
What y'all think about that?
I agree.
I never thought of that. Never. I never thought of like, oh, don't take relationship advice from married women. And that's so that I'm shocked. So go ahead. Yeah.
I feel like she put a lot of light onto what kind of married woman you're trying to ask. Like we were saying, kind of analyzing the situation. Again, you don't know what that person really got going on. And when she said that you're asking somebody you don't even like what they got, it's kind of like,
yeah.
So it's like, why are you even putting it in there to ask? Like, you're putting her on a pedestal because she's married. Like, anybody can really get married. Realistically, anybody can get married. But to have a real, like, marriage that people actually, you know, want to have and want to be a part of takes a little bit more work than that. But she definitely put it into perspective. Like, the first time, like, when I first seen the title, I was like, you know, what does that mean? But she went into depth about it, and it makes sense what she said.
Oh, yeah. RJ said, I agree 100%. RJ said, I'll be careful who I take advice from. Amen, sister. I will say, y'all know my mother-in-law. She may not have the relationship I want to mimic, but her advice when we first got married was very helpful because it was more like, is he calling you nappy-headed bitch? Is he hitting? No, ma'am. Then you all right. You know what I mean? It was just plain and simple as that. If he ain't
Wait, does he what?
Is he whooping on you? Is he call you a nappy-headed bitch? No.
Oh.
No, ma'am, he is not. Then you all right. You can handle it, right? Because she like, if it ain't like what I got going on, you be okay. So, and I had to put everything into perspective. It was like, she absolutely right. My husband isn't grimy. He isn't doing grimy stuff. He isn't disrespectful. He isn't violent. So what am I complaining about? You know, especially my young days, because you get married, that stuff be hard. It was hard, and I was young. So, you know, so like again, it may not be the situation you want to mimic, but if you got somebody in your life that could be real with you, like, you may not, if you don't want the situation I got, then you better take these precautions and be looking out for these things. And so yeah, that's what I would say about that. Yeah. And like she said, these like she said, they'd be married 6 months, start a program, how to find a man.
That got me.
Yes, that's what they be doing, making bread too. Because you know, I have, you know, I've seen folks that knew me in high school when I did get married, and I told them it was God that did it. You know, Rajay talks about that, where she tell people God helped her, and people don't believe her. I've had people see me change, see the transition, and I tell them God did this. God is the only reason, and they don't believe it. They don't believe like that it was God that made my situation possible, because everybody's not wife material necessarily or husband material, but when God says something and puts something in place, miracles happen. Miracles happen. What a man said, that's just like being single, talking about how to be in a committed relationship. which
Mhm.
Stephen Speaks, the gentleman when we first watched with the dreadlocks, is what he do, and he
Mhm.
is not married. I wonder if him and Dr. Cheyenne ever thought about.
I hope not. She's irritating.